Hello, I'm Arnold Nydam in Washington. The main story is brought to you by Al Jazeera. The man convicted of one of the worst attacks in Britain, the Lockerbie bombing, is free. Abdelbaset al-MEGRAHI arrived home in Libya after being released from a Scottish prison. He was freed on compassionate grounds because he's dying from prostate cancer. Al-MEGRAHI was jailed for blowing up a Pan Am flight over Lockerbie, Scotland in 1988. 259 people on board and 11 others on the ground were killed. Our correspondent Nazanin Mosheri was outside the prison when he was released.
Abdelbaset Ali al-MEGRAHI will get to spend the final days of his life at home with his family in Libya. But freedom comes at a heavy price. He will never be able to clear his name.
Counting is underway in Afghanistan's presidential election. The Taliban had threatened to disrupt the voting process and launched dozens of attacks across the country. At least 25 people were killed. Despite that, people still went to polling stations, and President Hamid Karzai called the election a success. Reports suggest around 40 to 50% of the country's 15 million registered voters cast ballots. The Iraqi Prime Minister has ordered a widespread security review after a series of bombings left dozens of people dead and more than 500 injured in Baghdad on Wednesday. It was the deadliest day in the country for months. No one has claimed responsibility for the attacks. The Obama administration has secured commitments from nearly a dozen countries willing to accept Guantanamo Bay detainees. U.S. and foreign officials say they're confident in the administration's ability to transfer a large majority of the 80 prisoners who've been cleared for release. Britain, France, Ireland and Spain are among the countries who've accepted or publicly agreed to take detainees. Muslims around the world are preparing for the holy month of Ramadan. It's expected to begin on Friday in some countries and on Saturday in others. Over the course of the month, Muslims are required to abstain from food and drink from just before sunrise until sunset. Those are our top stories. Don't forget, you can keep up to date with all the news on our website, and you'll find that at aljazeera.net/English. That's aljazeera.net/English. You can also watch us on your computer at livestation.com. That is our broadcast 24 hours a day.